Osaka, Japan, as we see both teams running out for the opening game of Asia Rugby Sevens Olympic qualifying action from Yodoko Sakura Stadium, seating 25,000. We have Thailand taking on Kazakhstan in this opening match. Phil Fry with you, along with Bree, Kim, Bree. How good's this? Cannot wait to jump into this one.
Oh, Phil, I'm so excited to jump into this. Of course, this is the third Asia Rugby tournament of the year. We've had 2 tournaments thus far, but everything is on the line for this one. Of course, winner heads to Paris for the Olympics 2024, and we are just getting started. These 2 teams have not yet faced off against each other this year, so it's sure to be quite the matchup.
Yeah, Craig Chan is the referee for game 1, as we see Kazakhstan just about ready to kick things off. They won gold back at the 2010 Asian Games, beating China in the final, 3rd in 2019. And they made it through to the Tokyo qualifying repechage as well. Looking to go a little bit better. A wobbly kickoff that's not going to go the required journey. So Thailand are going to have the first roll of the dice here in this opening sevens affair from Yodoko Sakura Stadium. Thailand, they're coming in decent form. Picked up 4th place in the Thai Sevens back in October, losing to China in the 3rd and 4th playoff. And a little bit earlier on in the 2023 season as well, in Korea, picked up a 3rd, beating Hong Kong, China 22 points to 14. So Thailand just over halfway now. Nara Chip Manisai with that carry. And now it's Wittiti Yorona.
First one.
Just lost it in
Second.
that tackle. Still right in the middle of the ground here in Osaka.
Yeah, just unlucky there. Trying to get the offload off. One already on the floor, but Kazakhstan quick to try to counteract and challenge that ball. And what they did was reap the reward, get that ball back in their first scrub. And you can see a size mismatch here as they get that ball cleanly off the deck.
Kazakhstan move it to the right. Good yardage as well out of that scrum. An interesting way to set up behind there, nice and direct before sweeping out. It's loose at the back there.
Can't play the ball on the floor. Stay up.
And Thailand ruled to have played the ball on the floor there, according to referee Craig Chan. So Kazakhstan looking to open their accounts and pick up the first score here in Osaka for the Asia Rugby Sevens Olympic qualifiers. Another penalty. And this time they're going to kick for touch. Pick up
and their referee just called Nawakayu offsides there. And smart for Kazakhstan to just go to the set piece right now, stay organized and composed. Their scrums have looked pretty decent so far, even on that first defensive one with the Thai put in, just putting in a lot of pressure. We'll see what they can do first journey into the attacking 22.
Just under 20 metres from that Thai try line. A loose pass, it did travel backwards. So play on now, looking to work a short side 3-on-2. Covered up well by Thailand. And they'll win themselves a penalty, moving it quickly, trying to work things out of their own end. Plenty of space out on this right-hand side as well. Look at the speed, over halfway. They go. That was Tanaporn Huangkid with a huge gap. The 26-year-old took full advantage, and now it's going to be 7-on-6 as well, as we see referee Craig Chan reach into his pocket.
And just like that, momentum swings. And let's take another look here. Huangkid just backs herself all the way, and you can see very unsafe seatbelt tackle. That puts her in the bin for 2 minutes. And now Thailand has the advantage. Let's see what they can do here. Kazakhstan's going to want to put a ton of pressure in the scrum, just like they did the first time.
Yep, so a false start here at the scrum will do it again.
Line. Set.
Tanaporn, Kwan Kidd with a huge break that they try and get the ball back in her hands. Number 12 for Thailand,
Entry.
Jay Jering. Another penalty, and they'll go quick. Ball hits the deck again, just a little bit sloppy here in the opening match
Tackle.
here at Yodoko Sakura Stadium. Rolling the dice there. Kazakhstan
Clear release.
were there defensively.
Tackle, clear release.
Thailand win the penalty though, and now they're going to go quick. There's Yodja, and they move it out wide. Opening score here in Osaka goes the way of Thailand, and it's Ratanaporn Witayronayut who finishes it off.
And some well-earned points there from Thailand, just taking advantage of the penalties. Kazakhstan racking up 3 penalties in a row there. And at first, Thailand wasn't making a lot of meters, but finally got Kazakhstan on their back foot.
And a nice
As they
attempt
put
there.
up the first points on the board.
Nice attempts there for the extras across the face. So it's 5-0 Thailand in this opening Asia Rugby Sevens Olympic qualifier. Witayronayut turns 30 in February next year. She's on the score sheet. Taking full advantage of that additional player.
Not 10. Not 10.
So a bit of issues for both teams kicking off here in Osaka, Japan. It's a beautiful...
Yeah, a lot of errors in these first few minutes here, Phil, and you know, again, it's kind of the nerves coming in, everyone just trying to shake off the rust a little bit as well. You know, as you go into the first game of a huge tournament, you're always going to see that, but right now, Kazakhstan's got to kill the clock as much as they can so they can get their 7th teammate back on the field.
Set.
So Melnikova feeds in. Now they're looking good. A nicely worked play, heading downfield.
And pass the floor.
Thailand was not entitled to have a play at that ball, and the try scorer, Witayronayut, she's off to the sidelines now for a couple of minutes.
And just discipline again. Witayronayut just getting tied up with the ball and causing a bit of a delay on that penalty. And now Kazakhstan, again with the scrum, set up maybe a little bit more traditionally than the center scrum we just saw, but now they've got the advantage.
Melnikova with the feed once again. Kazakhstan, they'll move it from left to right. Right on the buzzer now. So what can they make? Final play of this first half of the first game here in Osaka.
Let's go for the ball again. You straight off your feet.
And
no, not your ball, not your ball. This way
off
here.
their feet at the clean out is the call. So Thailand are just going to get themselves out of danger here at the end of the first half and send this one dead and take a 5-0 advantage into this second half. So a good start here for Thailand in this opening game of the Asia Rugby Sevens Olympic qualifiers. Bree, Kim, what did you make of that first half?
Yeah, it was a lot of back and forth and teams just trying to make sure that they are finding their own composure. Plenty of errors, I think. The talk at halftime for both teams will just be to settle down, make sure we're stringing those passes together. A lot of ball hit the deck there, but still a very tight match. I mean, the second half is anyone's game.
Yeah, as we look through some of the highlights, it was Thailand with
Still not gone. First
most
one.
of the meters gained in possession. It must be said, we saw Kwan Kidd, 26-year-old for Thailand, head down the right sideline. It caused a Kazakhstan yellow card, and then they took advantage out wide with Ratanaporn Wittayuronayut scoring the opening try of this Olympic Qualifiers series in Osaka, Japan. A nicely worked play, taking full advantage of an overlap. Winner of this tournament through to Paris 2024, as mentioned. Second and third will be placed into a repechage, and that will be the final Olympic qualifying tournament to unfold next year. So these teams are certainly at the very least eyeing top three.
And Phil, I would love to see what Kazakhstan does with this first possession.
Ready, boot.
We've seen some good set piece from them, but haven't really seen a lot of face play from them just yet. Thailand looking dangerous with some great runs and finding those gaps, but Kazakhstan, let's see if they can hold on to possession here.
Yep, so here comes the second half. That's Kruchinkina. All just through hands there. So it's Thailand possession once again.
And advantage here, knock on. Scrum
And
go.
they will scrum it down.
And something that we see here, we mentioned it briefly earlier in this match. Well, actually, we'll take a replay first here.
Thailand.
Kazakhstan again with the error, just the pass not going to hands. Thailand quickly jumping on that ball. But we see in the scrums, big size difference. Kazakhstan really trying to be strong and give a big push, but Thailand's going to want to get that ball out quick to negate that.
So Thailand to feed in under a bit of pressure, the scrum half there. Comes out cleanly now, good D. Good line speed from Kazakhstan, although an indiscretion in the ruck gives Thailand another opportunity to march downfield now. And
Scrum, captain.
Wittayuronayut is back into the game, so 7 on 7. No more players in the bin.
Yeah, we saw Thailand looking very compressed off of that scrum, but unfortunately Saivana just not rolling away. Again, the errors continue to rack up here. Good pressure from Kazakhstan that last one. See if they can create more pressure here.
Just over 5.5 minutes left in this second half. A nicely worked wraparound play. Thailand now just working near the sideline as well. That was Mitrok with a good offload to make sure that her side stayed in play. This is Jan Tamala. Now they work the left again. Plenty of numbers there defensively from Kazakhstan.
Use it.
And they'll sweep it left to right. Plenty of space out there on this right edge as well. Well met defensively initially. Now it's broken away. And that is lovely work from Thailand. It's Yodja that goes over. And Thailand extends. There's 2 scores in this game now. It's going to be tough for Kazakhstan to work their way back into it. Nantanjaporn Yodja goes in.
Oh, talk about being strong in the contact, Phil. I mean, what a show. Yodja breaking several tackles. It looked like Kruchinka had come up and put enough pressure on to make a big positive tackle, but Yodja just so strong, staying on her feet, has to break another one, dots it down, a well-earned another 5 points for Thailand.
Both tries in this game the way of Thailand, both unconverted. 10 points to 0. Busting through defenders right there was Yodja. And there's plenty of pace in this Thai team as well. A clean kickoff, straight and deep. Kruchinkina had the ball, but it's been turned over. Penalty goes. Thailand now a chance to further extend. Now head out where they just scored some points. Ball ball comes clear. There's Yodja again. A good little pop pass. And it opens up. Thailand are going to go further ahead. And Yodja is right in the thick of things, setting that one up right there. It's Jajarin on the end of it. Panpasa Jajarin, the 22-year-old, onto the score sheet. Thailand 15 points to 0 over Kazakhstan.
And Phil, that all started from the defense of Thailand. Wandi with a really great tackle, flying up, got low, teammate got the turnover, and then just some decisive lines and creating disorganized defense in Kazakhstan. And even if they didn't quite know exactly what play they were running, just being able to have the teammates running off of each other, create chaos in the Kazakhstan defense, that created enough disorganization for Jajarin to take it the rest of the way. Thailand attack looking much more lethal here as they seem to be getting some composure, starting some momentum.
So it's now or never for Kazakhstan. We know that 2 minutes left. Down by a few scores. That pass hits the deck. It's going to be turned over. And they're ready to counter once again. Maybe just pushing one too many passes there. Thailand. Kurchinkina went to deck. Thailand numbering up well here. Defensively. Just didn't release the ball on the deck there, the ball runner.
Yeah, not a safe ruck there. Diving over on top of the Thai player that was already there for the counter ruck. So now Thailand will just look to kill some more time as they set up for the scrum. As you said, now or never, Phil. And unfortunately, Thailand just put too much pressure on the Kazakhstan attack in that last one. So in turn, Kazakhstan needs to put a lot of pressure here to turn over that ball.
So one more minute in this opening game of Olympic qualifiers. It's Hong Kong, China taking on India in the next game. More women's sevens coming up straight after this as we roll through the first run of games. Thailand in control here and in possession, and they're going to go further ahead as well. A nicely worked move there. And she doubles up as well. Witta Yoronayut picks up her second try of the game. She scored the opener, and she might score the closer here as well for Thailand.
Yeah, just so smart from Witta Yoronayut there. Knows that the defense is still trying to scramble and knows that she could just get up right there. Quick release, even though her teammates are right there. That's just smart IQ. Deserving of that second try, and Thailand is starting to run away with it. Looks like there will be one last play.
Yeah, well converted as well. 22 points to 0. And there's one last play in this opening game. Very promising start to Thailand. Looked as though Thailand were considering making a late change. Craig Chan still waiting, as you can see there. So Aquaja coming into the game. Kazakhstan, they're not going to die wondering here. They launch one downfield. Chases on. And that was well snuffed out in the end there by Raksin, and it means that it's full time here in this opening game. Thailand, big winners, 22 points to 0 over Kazakhstan. So they get their Olympic qualifying tournament off to an ideal start here in Osaka. And there's plenty more action coming up at Bree. Thailand, they've made quite the early statement.
They sure did, Phil, and they really started to find their rhythm in the middle of that first half, especially after the Kazakhstan yellow card, and just creating a lot of pressure initially first from defense,